All right. Do you want to do the honors?
I do.
Why do you bring it in with that?
Because I want to, so you can time it up with you. Here we go. I didn't press that one.
I'm keeping all this.
This thing is possessed.
No, you did.
Here we go.
Them thick ass fingers.
Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new episode of the JDM Paulcast
yes.
with special guest Gabe Gold.
What up?
Artist extraordinaire, currently working on the biggest not structure because that's building, painting known to mankind of all time. Gabe Gold, the God Artist, the Gardist.
Gabe, yes.
Hi.
Yes. Say a word.
I'm here too.
Gabe.
Thank you. Please.
Yes.
No clapping. No. I'm humbled.
Thank you
to be here.
Thank you for being here, Gabe.
Thanks.
Yes, Gabe is here with us today. Everybody, how you doing? Welcome back. Gabe, what is it? Is it the biggest man-made structure? Is that what it is?
Allegedly. So it's gonna be 135 feet tall and it's 3 football fields long. So it's
like
ass.
It's like a bunch of silos in Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah, it's a bunch of silos in Toledo that I go out there like every other week or like 2 weeks on, or 1 week on, 2 weeks off. And we spent like 700 gallons of paint and we ordered like 700 more. And there's probably going to be like just a crazy amount of supplies on this thing. And we have like 3 giant cherry lifts.
That's dope.
6 artists.
So they're working on it
crazy.
like they're working on it when you're not there too?
Yeah, so they're painting it all blue right now, so all one solid color. And yeah, basically we're on the ground like mocking it up, figuring out what it's going to look like. And we have like a huge team of people, like 30 people behind the scenes, and then we have 6 artists actually up there on the lifts doing things and painting, and you know, it's crazy.
It sounds fire, bro. We're proud of you. We're proud. Let's there we go.
Please. I'm humble.
Wait, one. Damn it.
Paul, maybe you should stop using it if you're not gonna do it right. No. Why are you? Okay, hang it. Don't do another one. Wait for us to have some dialogue first. All right, y'all. What's up? So we're back for a new episode of the JD and Paulcast with special guest Gabe Galt. Now do it.
Hello. Please.
And with that being said, I'm not actually sure if there's anything gaming related happening this week. Me and Paul tried looking and there wasn't much to find, and I don't even have a way of Googling it because Gabe's camera is my phone. So actually, Paul, let me borrow your phone. I'll do a little Googling while you're sitting there. But hey, it's a podcast. We're just gonna hang out, get to know each other a little better, and talk with y'all, and then maybe answer some questions if there are new ones. I don't know if there are. I always forget to ask people to submit questions when we're about to do this, so that's on me. But how's everybody's week been? Everybody good? Everybody solid?
It's been great.
It's been
1 week.
Why you put me in incognito mode?
That's just how I always have everything going.
Okay. What are you trying to hide? Gabe, how was your week? It was good?
I played a bunch of actually pretty cool games on Xbox.
Yeah.
The new Xbox thing. They have like a big drop of things.
You guys played.
Oh, yeah, we did play some games.
You guys played. Look at you. Look at you guys.
Yeah.
Look at you. That's great.
We played Sea of Thieves, the new Jack Sparrow DLC.
That was fun.
Was it good?
That was really fun. Yeah,
it's fun.
I think you would like it.
I would like to play it.
Yeah,
because it's real nostalgic. They took like straight up lines from the ride and stuff and put it in the thing.
Okay.
So it's like you're going through kind of the ride, but not really. Like scenes from it are in there, and then
Oh, I forgot we have to review Loki. I just thought about that.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
You did watch it. Okay. Well, that's like our
Did you see the
kind of mid-weekly.
Did you see the mid-credit scene?
Are you moving?
course.
Huh?
I was making sure I was speaking into the mic this time.
You know you can just move it towards wherever your mouth is going to be.
I know, but I forget to turn my head and it doesn't pick it up, so that's why I'm taking it with me.
Oh, that's all right. Just it's all good. Cheat out. You've been to film school, right?
That's what we're doing.
That's not, do that again.
That's what we're doing.
You know, the funny thing is, I actually talk like that, and I didn't know that. Because when I used to be an after-school coach for the schools that I used to coach, the kids would always tell me, Coach, why do you talk to the left? And I'd be like, what? And they would be like, yeah, your mouth is like this when you talk. Like, I wouldn't notice that, like, I would move. Like, I do it. Like, you see how I'm doing this right now? I'm forcing it. But there's sometimes where I talk and my mouth is just like, yeah, you know, so I'm just doing my thing. And hey, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to a new video. And hey, yeah. And it's like, I look like a goddamn cartoon character. Like,
Hey, that's how you got to do it. That's how you stand out.
Wile E. Coyote
Talk
looking
to the
ass.
left, to the left,
To the left. Man.
Everybody put on
Why
your
can't
hands
men make her to the right?
To the right, to the right.
to the right, to the right.
Hanging out with Trump
Everybody
every night till I
put on
die.
Hey, hanging up with Trump. What are you talking
Hanging
about?
out with Trump.
All
Dr.
right.
T, baby.
So let's get into Loki as I Google for things to talk about. But here. So this week's Loki, that was dope. I enjoyed that. Shout out to that show. That show's really getting good. You've been keeping up with it, right, Gabe?
Yeah, I'm loving it a lot. I feel like it's Disney's doing some really cool stuff with all the like Marvel's things. I feel like it's actually staying interesting.
It's cohesive.
You know, yeah, it's cohesive.
Yeah, they do a really good job just building out. They do a good job flushing out stories that I didn't think I wanted to hear about. You know, and we talked about that last week. But this week's episode, for those spoilers, it's Saturday. I think I'm posting this
If
on
you guys
Saturday.
are watching this, we do spoilers for these shows.
Yeah, you know what it is. But
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
But pretty much, the show itself, took like I almost watched a video which was all toilers of the new Spider-Man. It said new suits or something.
I wish I didn't see it.
Why'd you click it?
I didn't.
Oh,
I honestly
man.
didn't. I was on Facebook and somebody posted a Funko Pop.
Okay, I gotta ask you this question because it makes no fucking sense. Why is this man on Facebook so goddamn much at 33 years old? Why are you on Facebook like that?
I'm a boomer now. What are you talking about?
No, but isn't he like the only dude that you know? Because I know you're on Facebook too.
I'm on-
He's the only one who actively uses Facebook.
on the book.
I got a confession. I have been using Facebook a lot lately for no reason.
What's wrong with y'all?
And I hate it. I hate it.
You don't hate the book of
profusely.
faces?
Now, look, I don't hate Facebook because I have a platform there and I use it, but I don't use my personal profile at all.
Oh.
I only use my fan page. But Paul is the only person I know that after a movie will go on Facebook and be like, just saw this movie, pretty good stuff.
Copy and put it on all the socials.
No, you don't, because you don't do it on Twitter.
I do Twitter.
No, you don't.
Do I do Twitter?
Bruh, he
Actually, let's not pull up
you
Twitter.
like
Twitter's-
Facebook. Just admit
I
it.
do like Facebook.
I like Facebook too.
Don't get Paul's Twitter.
Don't pull up my Twitter. It's,
Oh, don't pull up it.
don't pull it up.
Don't look who we
It's-
follow.
it's-
Don't look.
Yo, you need to unfollow everyone right now.
I actually did a purge.
Wow.
Twitter purge.
Have you ever accidentally liked?
Only purge.
See, now here's the thing, because we for those who aren't aware of what we're talking about Twitter. We're talking about Tweeter.
I'm talking about
Listen,
OnlyFans.
Twitter. Well, it's just that you follow people who follow other people who follow other people. That's
They just
usually how it
post-
goes.
They just post ass cheek on TV or on Twitter.
My thing is that I've accidentally like had one of those come across my feed when I'm like just going through and someone retweets it and I'm like, oh
yeah.
but like it's there long enough where I can accidentally hit like. And that's how people, like, I think Ted Cruz got caught doing something like that. Like he liked like a porn video on Twitter, not realizing he was on Twitter.
Pope too.
Yeah.
The
The Pope? Word? Damn.
Dang. Whoever did that got blessed.
Man.
Not by Yama.
Oh man.
Oh man.
What were we talking about?
I don't
Marvel.
Back to Loki. On this week's episode of Loki, I forget kids listen to this. We should be chilling.
Hey,
On this episode of Loki, though, what happened? Oh, they almost.
it was just the Last Jedi.
Yeah, they avoided that meteor.
mayhem.
They avoided that apocalypse event, and they went back and tried to answer for their wrongs. And I'm just confused. Oh no, they got put in their time cells, and then when they were in their time cells, they broke out, busted out, typical, superhero story. And then we met the timekeepers, which were robots. That was weird.
Androids.
It was android, but not whatever.
They were Disneyland animatronics.
pretty much.
that ride.
And then we don't know what's her name, what she's hiding, Renslayer. because she Ravana, how you say that? I think.
Ravana, Renslayer.
Yeah, and she's obviously keeping some secrets that no one's aware about, and then from then on, it's just chaos.
It's The Last Jedi.
Yeah. Oh, and then Loki got everyone got disintegrated. So Mobius got disintegrated.
RP.
He went. He's probably not dead though. I think though they just because the TVA's been lying to them since the beginning. So they lied and said that everyone here was created here. That's false. Then they probably lied about what those
Getting pruned. Right?
getting pruned does. It might either reset you or just send you to.
I think it just sends you to all your. Said spoilers.
Yeah.
I think when you get pruned, it just sends you to all your other variants.
Yeah.
It probably
variant jail.
It probably variant jail, if not like the rogue variant dumpster fire or something. Yeah.
Which we saw at the end of the post-credit scene.
The
where
League of
he's like,
Lokis.
Yeah. So wherever Mobius is, he's with his other jet skiing friends or something.
all his Mobii or something.
In the final episode, when they start releasing everybody, I just want Mobius to fly out on a jet ski.
Oh, he has like a
all I
magical
want.
jet ski.
Yeah, that'd be
just
pretty.
like, I don't know.
No, that'd be sick.
Destroys people.
That'd be sick. I would like that as well. But yeah, because Loki got sent to the land of the Lokis, which is a place where I guess all the Loki variants are at, and that's now where he is. He's just stuck there we saw Kid Loki, Gator Loki.
Original Loki.
Wait, who's original Loki?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
OG Loki with the
old
horns.
man on the right.
Oh, really?
That's his original, like, old, like, Silver Age comic costume.
That was sick.
Oh, that's pretty tight.
And Black Loki.
Loki.
Is there really a Black Loki?
Yeah, with the hammer.
Did you not see it?
go.
You didn't see the trailer?
He's on the left.
Oh, yeah, he was, he replaced one of the Lokis.
He thought they just put that in there for diversity.
That's cool. Hey,
They put
go
an
ahead,
alligator. How diverse can
Marvel.
we
I
get?
see you.
They put an alligator in there.
What?
That's some diversity. You have human and animal hybrids.
Yeah, that's true.
That's funny.
Animal hybrids, people.
Animal.
I'm trying to think of where the show's going to go now because both Lokis are. Well, no, excuse me. Sylvie's free. She's got Renslayer on the ropes, right?
Yeah.
Loki went to the land of Lokis.
Then it ended.
And then it ended. And the what do you call those? The mystics, the sweepstakes. What are they called? Time sweepers.
Time sweepers.
The mystics.
Mind sweepers.
Is that a WNBA team?
Is it? No, the wizard.
I think they are.
Sparks.
Shout out to WNBA support.
The Liberty.
Let's go.
Support female basketball. And
Sparks
whatnot.
and the Liberty. That's the only teams I know.
Oh, shout out to the
Suns.
Shout out to the Suns, and also shout out to all these youth. Okay. What's with you and the sound effects, man?
You gotta give praise.
You'll push the sound effects, but you won't speak into the microphone.
I'm speaking into it.
No, you keep doing this.
It's like I'm just gonna hold this.
Why don't you just
gonna hold the mic.
still?
I have to move around. I don't know what it is. I have ADD.
If you're gonna sit this far back, then just put it back here.
It's gonna take it with me.
Where are you going?
Right here.
All right, let's
If I lean back like Fat Joe, do this.
lean back.
Lean back.
I need to stop bothering Paul about his habits. It doesn't matter. All right, I was gonna say though,
Loki.
I don't know. I don't know what to say except for the fact that
I want to know where it's going. There's 2 more episodes.
yeah, it's only 2 more episodes,
I don't know
right?
how much you guys want to hear, but I've been hearing some pretty cool
Rumors.
fan theories about it.
Oh, fan
And
theories.
fan theories aren't like
No,
spoilers.
If
Hey.
it's the one I'm thinking you're talking about, it seems like it could be possibly true.
What are we talking about?
So-
what do we got going?
It's basically like what is it? TVA,
TVA.
is one giant loop, and whoever made the what are they? The keepers,
Timekeepers.
timekeepers, made them, and basically is like the person who made it's like a chicken and the egg situation where like somebody made them to rule, and then they're ruling, but only because somebody made them, kind of scenario.
Okay,
Which
so
is interesting.
I didn't hear that one.
Which I thought was
so what? The timekeepers are in their own loop. They're not even aware. First off, were those even timekeepers, or were they just robots to make people think? Like that's the thing that makes me the most concerned is because Renslayer, Ravana, she didn't even react to it.
She knew.
She just saw it and was like, "Uh-oh, they've got us now."
I think the real villain is Miss Minutes.
Really? Do you really think that?
Oh.
She could be a rogue AI like Siri, who's just like, everything has to be clean.
That's a good one.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. A part
I
of
didn't
me
hear that.
Then I have a feeling at the end there's going to be like a giant mech Miss Minutes for no reason.
I get you. You're talking about like an what's his name, an Ultron situation where it's all like, I told you to follow the sacred timeline and y'all can't listen.
Yeah.
Now I'm mad.
Mech Miss Minutes comes out and.
But that just seems like that doesn't seem like that builds into a universe of multiverse information.
Or it's Kang.
Kang!
I think Kang is definitely. I mean, he's in one of the future films.
He's in Doctor Strange and.
He's in Doctor Strange. I thought he was only in Ant-Man.
He's in
Quantum
Ant-Man.
Mania.
This is what I'm talking about. The theory that I heard is that.
What's your theory?
From what I saw this on TikTok, so I can't take it like I've made it up. Dude was saying like, if you look in one of the scenes of when Ant-Man is in the quantum zone, if you look in the background, there's a city that looks like the TVA.
Yeah.
So they're saying that the TVA is in the quantum zone, which is why
Quantum realm,
which is like why time moves weird, because there 5 minutes to them
It's 5 hours.
is 5 years
Or 5 years.
in the present. So that's why they don't know like
They're in the blip area. That's what I saw that theory. I saw the theory that you're talking about. But you watch New Rockstar just like I do, and I think
I haven't seen the new one.
Screen Crush already talked. They already talked about it. They said that they don't think that that's what's the name of the TVA universe?
Quantum.
No, what's the name of the? It's like got a name. It's like Sinopolis or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, they just said that they don't think that's it, but they think that it definitely can be either Kang's personal universe or a different world or even Atlantis. There's a whole bunch of different theories on that. But yeah, I think that they are definitely in the quantum realm just because it makes more sense for the way the TVA works. But I think someone debunked that little city in the background because I saw that in like a Screen Crush, or it might have been Emergency Awesome. I forgot who it is. Shout out to all these YouTube channels. But I mean, who knows? I'm curious to know. The TVA, the name of the world they're in, it had a name. I can't remember what it's called. But the Time Variance Authority, I think that they're definitely all brainwashed, just like anyone else. The only one who seems to have any recollection of what's going on is Renova. And maybe Miss Minutes, because Miss Minutes, because in that one episode where Loki was sitting there and she was jumping across the desk and she's like, are you alive or not? And she's like, I'm kind of both. I think that's, like you said, those are the eyes of whoever's watching this happening. So it's probably the real timekeepers or real Kang or someone else who's hoisting the, what is this called?
Scarlet Witch.
No, you think she's no? I don't know, but it's gonna tie in. I wonder what this show ties into more. I wonder if it's. I mean, I assume it's gonna be Multiverse of Madness because that's next year.
I feel like Multiverse of Madness is like the movie that Marvel is like really betting their
chips on.
Horse on.
I think it's I think it's gonna be the equivalent of their Nexus event for the what's it called the. MCU. I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're just going to set up something pretty crazy, or just crazy enough where everything gets warped, and the end of this show is just going to set us up for that movie, because we don't have anything else coming out Marvel related on Disney Plus anymore, do we?
Secret Wars is coming, but I don't know when that is. War Machine's getting a show. What else?
Have you guys seen MODOK?
The animated thing. I heard it looks really funny.
It doesn't fit in the timeline though.
Yeah, but
it's not.
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu. It's very good.
I was gonna say, I'm curious to see if they're going to do something like in this season that's gonna be big enough to translate to the movies. I mean, I assume, because I think this is one of the deepest shows that we've been able to watch.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, who knows? And also, you said Secret Wars. That's supposed to be a TV show or a movie?
I think it's a TV show.
They've got Secret Invasion. Is that the same one?
Secret Invasion is the Skrull stuff.
That's a Skrull TV show, though, isn't it?
It was Nick Fury.
But aren't they doing after this whole multiverse breaks into a thing, aren't they going to do
they're doing a What If cartoon series. There's that. So I don't know if that ties in.
Forgot about that.
So it's like, what if Black Panther was found by Yondu?
I've seen that.
So that could be part of the timeline of weirdness.
Maybe. I'm just saying in the sense of
like, what if Peggy Carter got the secret serum instead of Captain America?
Yeah. I was thinking though, but every time they mention Secret Wars, isn't that a huge comic book?
Yeah.
But they're gonna make it a TV show, not a movie.
Secret Wars could be like their next Avengers movie. But
That's what I'm thinking.
I feel like you would want to put it as a TV show because there's so much going on, so much going on in there. Because it's like all of the Doctor Dooms get together in the world to take over this world,
crazy.
and then there's God Doom there, and then what is it? It's all the Thors are like a police force.
I can't believe this is a real thing.
It's weird. And like the only person who knows what's going on is like Miles, because he's the only one who's still
Morales?
Yeah, because he's like still cognizant, because he gets pulled from the. This is how they could bring Miles into the
MCU.
the 616 universe, because he was in the Ultimates, and then his world gets eaten, but he gets pulled into the Secret Worlds universe, but he still has his memory of his old universe.
Got it.
And then stuff happens, and then he ends up in the 616.
I was just gonna say, I know that they confirmed all these projects coming to TV and theaters. Did they specifically specify which ones go to TV and which ones go to the movies?
I'm trying to find it.
Because I know the quantum realm one with
Hawkeye's next.
is that soon?
Yeah,
Movie or
Like
late 2021.
Is that a show? or
So
movie?
they're already filming it. I think it's done. So Hawkeye is one. Miss Marvel's coming soon because they're filming that. Moon Knight, starring Oscar Isaac, is
Yeah.
coming soon.
That's cool.
She-Hulk, 2022. Secret Invasion is the Nick Fury show.
So it's a show. It's not a movie.
It's a show. Ironheart,
That's a show.
Armor War, which is
That's another
Rhodey.
show. That's Rhodey.
I Am Groot, which is I guess an animated show.
But tell us if they're TV or films.
These are all TV.
Okay.
The Untitled Wakanda series.
Yeah. I told my agent I want to audition for that, but
Do it.
I need to be a part of.
I just wanted to go.
Black
I just
Panther.
want to go to the Marvel land and just go to the Okoyes of the Dora Milaje, and
Are they there yet?
yeah, they just walk around and they do like a cool like karate show from what I've seen.
Where's
I still
that
haven't
at?
gone.
This is Disneyland, California, or
This
Disneyland?
is my
Disney
Disneyland
World?
minute. It's my Disneyland minute. Wait, never mind. It's not this.
Which one is it?
I don't remember.
What are you trying to play?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Travel.
But yeah, they walk around. Black Panther comes by. I just want to give him the salute.
I wonder how extreme that job is to be a what is it, a musketeer or imagineer or what do they call? I'm about to say a Klansman. That's not right. What, a cast member, right?
Klansman. Klansman. It's a very.
Oh boy! Welcome to the Mickey Mouse Klansman.
Oh boy, Donald, we just gotta go and burn that cross.
Gosh, y'all, why can't I be a Klansman?
Goofy, don't come outside, Goofy. Go back inside.
Goofy, you are our black dog of the.
Go back inside.
Yo, I said that on a
Goofy's
show.
black?
He is black.
Goofy's black.
Gucci black is Gucci.
Max.
Hey, who Gucci?
Gucci.
Max
Gucci.
in the Goofy movie has the cleanest moonwalk of all time.
Yo, Max.
Committed to film.
He does have the
Max
swagger
is
of
black.
a black young teen.
Of a black young.
You know white people can do the moonwalk too.
No,
Fairly
Max
well.
Max is black,
I know Max is
and
black.
then he's going after a nice light skinned baby.
It's true. You can.
He's trying to go dance with MC Hammer.
Yep.
Singing MC Hammer
Pretty
or Prince.
much. Yep.
Max is black.
Max is black.
Goofy's black too.
Goofy's main concern for Max to go on that road trip is that he was going to be a gang member.
They both dogs.
They're both.
My thing is, I started because I did that I forgot what's his name.
Double Toasted.
Double Toasted. I was on Double Toasted's. They had like a game show on Twitch, and when I was there, I was explaining the logic of that movie, and all of the chat were like, "What is this dude talking about? Goofy's not black.
Goofy's black.
He's a dog. This, that, and the third." And I'm like, "No, y'all need to understand the way that this man is treated in that movie and on the show." Goofy is treated like the dark-skinned brother of the group.
You know.
And even in his own movie, there's like light-skinned dogs, there's dark-skinned dogs, and him and Max get treated differently from the other dogs. And I'm like, if this ain't a black movie, then I don't know what y'all talking about.
You get black dar. I don't know how you would say it. You just know you like when you watching DBZ as a kid, you know Piccolo's black.
Piccolo's a black Black father.
I'm the strongest Namekian on the planet. God damn it.
Damn it, Goku.
I'm the only black one
He's
here.
just a boy.
Come on, Gohan.
Come on, go.
Mr. Piccolo, I don't know what to do. Gohan, go with your real dad. Yo,
Kami.
like first off, I mean Mr. Popo.
Mr. Popo's. So Mr. Popo is the black slave to a black man.
Yo, because Kami's kind of
Kami's black.
Kami's black too.
Kami's the OG. And he's paying another black man to be his slave.
Kami, don't do this to me, baby.
Kami.
Sorry, Popo.
He's like the Samuel Jackson in Django. And then
Your name is Popo.
your name is
Kami.
Popo, boy.
My name is Quamel.
Kami. What name on that name?
Listen, on our show when we did Super Punch, me and Iffy, because Iffy's so funny with his writing and his skits that he used to pitch for the weekly show. For anyone who watched it on Twitch, we were on Twitch until TBS and Twitch decided not to work together anymore. It didn't make any sense to me. But Iffy would pitch them shows where he would do nothing but black people gaming segments, and it was amazing. I was like, I kept looking at him like, how are you managing to get this on the front page of Twitch every night? Like, because we were there 4 nights a week, I think, or 5 nights. We've ever 5 nights a week from Monday to Friday. The Monday through Thursday show was all Iffy, and we would come on as guests, the hosts of the show. And one of our segments was just Iffy, me, and one of his friends, because Iffy would just invite his friends to be a part of the show when we weren't available, or not even when we weren't available. They just gave him free reign, so he did whatever he wanted. And one of his segments was, as it was us, it was 3 black dudes. I think I have it downloaded on my computer, not here, but another one. And it was literally just us going back and forth with our like top 5 black characters from video games. And like, nice. It was so fun. Oh my God, it was so fun. It was like
Kratos.
Like I think Kratos is white, but he's absolutely a black man deep down inside. Boy.
His voice actors.
Oh, his voice actors is black man.
Voice actors black, but we're talking about characters that that are in video game that for video game logic are pretty much meant to be comedic relief / black character, or not just comedic relief, but like, you know, if you do the rule of 3 in any cartoon, TV show, animated movie,
2 other characters we know are black.
Yeah,
we got Master Chief and we got Captain Falcon. We know he's black.
They black to me, but I feel like people will be like, "There's not black dudes."
He's clearly have tan skin, not black skin, JD.
No, but like, you know, if you're thinking of characters in like
Knuckles for sure.
So yeah, if you think, so basically it'd be like Sonic, white surfer dude, Tails, white kid from the suburbs, Knuckles, what up, my brother? Like, you know,
because he used to legit have hip hop music playing.
He would have hip hop music
every episode.
What up, y'all?
Because like just like that video that just went viral recently that's on TikTok where the lady's trying to show you how to do hip hop and whatever, and she's like, now this is the hip. You just got to be loose with it. But you know, it would be like Knuckles, Parappa the Rapper. You got what's his name, Barrett from Final Fantasy. Obviously, these are genuinely black.
He's overly black.
Barrett. I used to, as a kid, I was like, ooh, stereotype. I knew as a kid because like, oh, he's supposed to be Mr. Like he's supposed to be Mr. T.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, when he didn't have voice acting, I was like, ooh.
That's where they get their influences from.
I just feel like, is he voice act by a white guy? Because it sounds like a white guy trying to be black.
I don't.
What?
That hurt me.
Did it hit you?
Hit me in my mouth.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, buddy.
In the mouth.
I smacked Paul in the mouth off camera. No one saw it, so he can't complain about it. What is that? What y'all looking at?
The god.
The dog? Your dog on your, what's it called?
No, the Club Jesus, Mr. Schmouter.
Oh, jeez.
Send me a fire emoji for pick a game.
Oh, God. No. Stop. What did you do? You posted that we're podcasting?
Yeah.
Why do you always do that?
Posting so people know.
No. Okay, Paul. Hey, But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we even went from Loki to this.
we go on tangents, people. You know what it is.
But yeah, I don't know. Wrapping up Loki, I think that episode was good. I think episode 5 is probably going to be one of those pivotal episodes where it's like, what a twist. And then we get episode 6 where it just wraps it up and it's like, be sure to watch the rest of Loki type things in theaters. But wait, they greenlit that one for a second season, huh?
I don't know.
I heard Loki's getting 2 seasons of all the shows because if you're really thinking about it, Tom Hiddleston's that's his name, right? He passed away, so
No, it didn't.
Regular Loki in the movies is dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said Tom Hiddleston, like the actor died.
Why would I say the actor died?
Did it sound like you said the actor died?
I said Tom Hiddleston's character. You know what I meant.
I caught it.
We're watching his show. What are you fucking talking about?
No, wait, never mind.
I think
Get that mic close to your mouth. How about
No,
that?
that's the way you said
Keep
it.
that fucking mic. His fucking mic. Your mic is actually a directional mic. I should switch his mic with your mic because your mic is picking you up from it doesn't matter where you're at. Enough about this mic talk. All right, listen. Loki was good. Let us know what you think. What would y'all give it this week? What's a rating out of 5 or 10? 10? Score it.
I give it an 8.
I'll give it overall 8.5. Probably.
Yeah, I think it was a 9 because we were getting a lot of stuff kind of answered. I'm just like the whole timekeepers thing is just very much like elusive to me. I'm just like, what is that?
I think I have a theory that the twist is going to be like Loki made the universe or something.
I thought Sylvie might be the one. Low key.
Again, here it is.
Low key.
I thought Sylvie might be like, I feel like she might be running him through a ruse just to get him there to show her something that she doesn't know how to do yet.
Right.
I don't know.
Or maybe the 3 of them, like Mobius, her, and Loki, become the timekeepers, and Mobius.
I wonder if the
There's
real timekeepers are Mobius, Ravonna, Renslayer, and Sylvie. And they're all throwing our Loki through a loop, 2012 Loki, and trying to get him to pull some sort of power out of him that they can't. I don't know. I have no idea. We're all just speculating.
So many twists.
So many twists.
Speaking of twists, I want to see that M. Night Shyamalan movie.
It actually looks good.
Oh yeah,
it looks, but it's M. Night, so it's hard to tell.
His last few movies have been good.
I'm with it.
Yeah, but he still ruined Avatar for me. The Last Airbender.
What? He made an Avatar movie?
I'll never forgive him.
Oh damn.
He made an Avatar movie?
I'll never forgive him
Why would they put him on Avatar?
because he thought that Aang was
Ong. You mean
Ong. Oh, don't even
Ong.
remind me of how disappointing that film was. It was. I saw that trailer.
We saw it together.
We saw it together, and I was watching it like, what is this? Did they say Ong? Is that Katara?
That's because we were watching
What?
it. I remember turning to you as soon as they said Ong. I swear I turned to
in
you.
the theater.
I was just like, oh no.
Yeah, you were like, we were both. I remember watching that.
Oh, shit.
I forgot. Was it ArcLight we watched?
We saw it at the Burbank AMC.
Oh yeah,
with fans who are dressed up. And I remember when the credits rolled, somebody, this was bullshit.
Yeah, I remember that, dude. Yo, that was crazy. He really took. And you know the worst part is that actually kind of, in my opinion, messed up the quality of that show. I feel like that movie took that show and put it in a place where, because they ruined the movie, you always respected the first 4 seasons, right? That's
didn't the movie come out before the last season though, or am I tripping?
Did it? It might have. I'm not worried about that, but I'm just saying it stained its reputation. And then you had people who started coming for Korra, and they were like, "Oh, Korra's whack. This is nothing like Aang, and I hate it." And I watched that show, and the first time I felt that way too, because Korra was headstrong and completely different from Aang. She wasn't like have any patience. Aang was a completely different type of character. And then I watched it back a second time, and I'm like, "This is a good ass show, man.
Good.
This is really good."
The thing about Korra is, it's like I feel like every other season was good. It's like the first season was dope with the
first season was the best one to me,
and then the Spirit season happened.
It got
which was okay, and then they brought in Evil Team Avatar, and they were fire.
Yeah, And then, do you know what it is? That is one of those projects to me that suffers from going on either a little too long or the seasons being in the wrong order. That to me was the biggest issue. I always thought that the second season it was weaker than the first season, but it was okay to bridge them together. Even though, or actually maybe not, because at the end of the end of season 2, at the end of season 2, she was doing like freaking Gekidama freaking what's it called type shit. Titan. Yeah, I don't know actually.
She turned into a Titan and then opened up the gates or something.
Yeah,
so she left the spirit world open, which caused the Airbenders to come back, which is why we got.
She opened up the different time portals, the east and west, or south and north, and then it created like a rift between the what do they call it, the spirit world and the normal world. But my thing was, I always thought season 3 should have came last because that dude, what's his name, was just so beastie.
Evil Aang is
Hatum or whatever his name was, Kwai Jun, I forget his name. But then again, if I'm thinking about it from the storylines aspect, it made sense because it went from the beginning Zahir. So it was Amon, then it was Unalak, and then it was Zahir and his team, and then it was the girl from Earth General. And I just felt like that was weak. I was like, I didn't understand. You know what it was? They didn't explain her storyline that happened between the seasons because they just jump cutted you from, she works for what's her name's family. And then out of nowhere, it's like, she's an evil general who's just running amok all through the Earth Kingdom now. And it was cool. It was a good season. She had dope fighting moves with all the metal bending, but yeah, it was weird. But M. Night took that reputation and took it and threw it in the toilet, man.
Flushed it.
Man. Well, we still have that live action show coming.
No, we don't. The one for Netflix? Mm-hmm. No, we do, but that one's going to be garbage too because the original creators backed out of it. You didn't know that?
Oh, shit.
Oh, well.
They backed out of that like last year. And as soon as I saw that, I tweeted it. I was like, "Oh my god." Cuz they had creative differences again. They were like they sat back and it was whoever the guys are that create Avatar had an issue with Netflix. They told Netflix, like, okay, yeah, we get it. You guys are producing our show, but we created it. Can you let us have a little bit more, levity when it comes to telling you how we think the show should go? And Netflix was like, we've seen your show. We think we know what we're doing. That's what M. Night did. It was very much like, I've seen it, I've read it. I don't think creatively it goes in that direction.
Man, when M. Night's movie, when they had the Earthbenders do a little dance, they were crumping, and all of a sudden they do a stomp and they punch a rock, and the rock moves as slow as hell for one rock for all of them. I was like, oh no.
Why'd they do that?
See that right now?
God, I remember that. I remember how bad the water bending was, the fire bending. Zuko was Indian. No disrespect. Shout out to the kid. He's a good actor. He's the one with the tiger on the boat movie.
I thought it was a Slumdog Millionaire kid.
Or maybe that's the movie. Oh yeah, no, that's not the same guy.
Not the same guy.
Racism. Racism. Sorry. I genuinely don't. I don't even know the actor's name. But yeah, I don't know. Avatar: The Last Airbender bended its last air years ago, in my opinion.
Aren't they doing another cartoon though?
That was one of your chairs.
That was my chair.
Yeah. A cartoon. All I know about is the live action, and they might do. Oh, they said that they might do like a future show, like something that jumps maybe like 20 or 30 years.
That'd be dope. Like Avatar world in the future, like Cyberpunk Avatar.
No,
that'd be cool.
I don't want that.
And then all the lights are powered by electricity benders.
Oh yeah.
No. Why don't you just use electricity? Why don't you just use?
Because it's going to be a work labor force thing where people don't know that the city is being worked off of slave labor by electric benders. It's going to take the new Avatar. He's going to be Black Avatar. He's going to be black. And everybody's going to have an issue with it.
I have an issue with it right now.
No. Let's watch out here. So, Black Avatar.
Blavatar.
He's
Blavatar, the Last Airbender.
He's going to be part of the. He's going to be the
Blizzard Bender.
He's gonna be.
Hey man, are you good? Are you good over there? Stop, Glizzy Bender, man. What's wrong with these dudes? What's wrong with them?
He's gonna come from the Earth tribe, and he's just like, we have oppression being people of the Earth because you guys are taking our Earth from us to create this new Omega what was the city called? Republic City. Republic City is now like a dystopian city, and it's gonna be the Earthbenders trying to reclaim nature.
I like this.
You're losing me on this one, dude.
And he's gonna go into the big city, bumpkin into the big city, and then he's gonna try to figure it out. He's gonna get lost. It's gonna be another core situation, and then all of a sudden he's gonna go into a what's gonna be the sport of this season? It's gonna be a dance. It's gonna be
Crumping.
Crumping. Crumping.
The
They're
Crumpopolis.
gonna start crumping,
Cyber
and then
crump.
all of the earthbending is gonna happen, and then they turn into metal. And they start doing the robot,
Ooh,
And then what?
and then we find a new Avatar-like character that's in the spirit world that's come back for revenge on Earth because
Oh, okay. So we got a battle of the
battle
boy.
of,
Okay.
of spirituality and man together, smash bang fusion, smang it.
And then what happens after they fight? Are they going to come?
Black Avatar wins. Story's over. We cry. We go home.
But wait, was the Black Avatar the good one or was
He's a good one. He's
Okay.
good. He's
What's
a
his
good
name?
Blavatar.
What's his real name?
Blovi?
Kun
Baloney.
Shiro.
What? Kunshiro? Yo, bro. What? Yo, that sounds amazing.
If you guys like to watch that show, let me know in the comments.
Oh my God, Paul, that was actually pretty funny. It was a good bit. Paul pulled off a
Let
nice,
me pitch shows.
nice little bit. Look at that. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
I did it.
All right.
Did
All
the
right.
thing.
All right. All right. How loud is that? Where? Oh, that's this one, right? Yeah. Man, I don't know where to go from that. Again, video games. I was gonna say, for me at least, shout out to Nintendo. They provided me with like 6 new games by the company that created Overcooked, Team 17. And we went through them the other day because I was giving out codes to my audience, and there were some fun ones. They were like indie games, and I hadn't. Yeah, I mean, I'll play. Like, I hate the word indie because I'm like, you mean like retro style games? Because that's pretty much what they are. They're like
indie because it's made
indie
by
means
independent studio.
Independent. That's the point. Yeah. So the indie games that we played Overcooked, All You Can Eat, which is oh my goodness, Overcooked. Y'all played that before? That's what we should play.
That's a fun one.
You want to
I
play?
haven't played that, but I heard it's really good.
Talk about a game that is very much you have to play based off of teamwork. Because we were in like these kitchens cooking up food, and it's like someone needs to run dishes, someone needs to run chopping up the food, someone has to cook the food, and then the other person has to plate the food. It's pretty fun. But other than that, there was this game that I played called Going Under, I believe.
Oh, I've been playing that. It's so.
Yo,
my God,
he's
I love
hype.
that
You see
game.
this
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
Yo,
It's really
Explain
good.
what is
It's
this
like
game
the.
going under?
did you buy it?
I got it on Game Pass.
Oh
And,
yeah. So did you?
Oh, I can play
Did you randomly see it and was like, "This is fun"?
Yeah,
it's
'cause-
about this girl named Jackie.
But the funniest
fi-
part to me is like they base it off of me and Devin talk about it all the time, but it's that art style that's like corporate art style.
Yeah,
like
the
the
art style
smartest
of it is the most
underlying-
interesting, and
yeah.
the music's really good too.
Right.
We're talking about the same game with the like colorful like pop art type stuff, right? And the girl who has to go under into the basement to fight off those monsters.
It's like a dungeon crawler
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
But you're like going into different tech, tech companies. And
Yeah.
like you're fighting off these goblins. that
And you
are,
get
like,
hired by Fizzy Pop, like
Fizzy
it's like a
Pop,
Fizzy
yeah.
Pop company.
It's really
so
good.
yeah, Going Under, which I'm not actually gonna have the energy to put footage of the gameplay over because I'm
I'm looking
lazy.
at it on my phone.
It looks cool. It's super cool.
I gotta get my.
But the game basically is you're this girl named Jackie. You get hired at a company, and next thing you know, you have to fight these monsters in a dungeon. And she's like, I don't want to do that. I came here to pitch things for corporate. and the guy's like, oh, Jackie, everyone kills their first monster. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. It's a really well put together game, and that was only one of them. It was like that. There was this game Moving Out that is really fun. It's like a couch co-op trying to move items and whatnot. Golfing with Friends is a game I've played before on PC. I think it's just called Golf with Friends on PC. I don't know, but it's just mini golf. But boy, I was so nice at it because I've been playing golf lately. And I was like, I actually knew when to hit, how much power to put behind it.
Backspin. Did you get
Backspin, my wedges, all that stuff. My irons, my clubs, my drivers, my woods. Your boy's been
Oh, your woods, huh?
my woods. 3 woods. What are you doing?
About to
About to knock on wood?
Not yet. You can hear it. You hear
There was I forgot, and there was also this game called The Survivalist, and then it was the Escapist Complete Edition. I've seen that game. I never played them though, but all of them were pretty fun. They were good indie games, and I was actually surprised. So shout out to Nintendo for providing those products always, and shout out to Team 17 for sponsoring that stream. Even though there was no money put behind it. But they gave me free game codes. And shout out to everybody who actually came to the Twitch stream.
I tried to get one.
Yeah, you did. What are you doing, man?
He's the first one in the chat.
No, Paul, you're not allowed. You work for the company. You can't do that. This is working for the company, man.
I just put a one in the chat. Get the engagement up, that's all.
So, yeah, we gave out, I think it was, 12 times 3? What's that?
36.
36. That's not right. It was 6 times 3. 6 times 3. It was 18 codes that I gave out. And then I accidentally thought that I had extra codes, and I downloaded those codes for myself, and then I ended up spending my own money to give codes to people who I accidentally gave them a false code, and they were like, it doesn't work. And I was like, I feel bad. I'll pay for it, whatever. Because Nintendo would not provide extra products. I'll tell you that much. They were like, It's not funny. It's not funny. I spent like $150. But no, I was in Discord DMs with whoever the contact was in Nintendo, and I was like, yo, I accidentally downloaded these codes. Can I get an extra few? And they were like, oh no, we allotted only this many. And I'm like, okay, well, I said I was going to give out some to these people. And she was like, well, Nintendo doesn't give out gift cards. Sorry, sir. And I was like, okay, well, let me just pay for this because I support my viewers. It's all good. No big deal. But again, shout out to Nintendo for even providing all the products they've provided over the years. I've known them since 2013, if not 12 now. That's crazy. It's crazy because I only met them through a friend who used to work with them. And he doesn't work with them anymore. And maybe. Remember that first, you remember the video that we did for Nintendo 3D World Mario, right? It's a skit. It's on my unlisted playlist. But I just remember the fact that was a completely different ad agency before the one that I work with now. But I guess they passed over names of people that they recommended, and mine slipped through. But it's funny because a whole bunch of people got left behind. Like I think like Jimmy Wong used to be one of those people, and he wasn't on their list anymore, and a whole bunch of other people. I'm like, how did I get through?
Hey, don't block your blessing.
I'm not blocking my blessing at all, because I think if anything, I thought I would have got blocked years ago when they watched all of us play Mario Party and Smash Brothers, and then they retweeted it, and people who were fans of Nintendo were like, do y'all watch these videos? it was 4 black dudes just going crazy playing Mario Party, saying all kinds of wild shit.
In one episode, it took us about 13 seconds to say something wild.
Oh my God. There's should be a counter on it. Yeah, no.
Wild counter.
Man, I don't know.
It's a different time.
It's a different time. I'm turning my fan on, by the way, podcast listeners. So if you hear, I think I'm good. No? Hold on. If you hear loud fans in the background, then that's on us. I don't think they will, though, because from what I thought I heard last time on our podcast, the audio doesn't pick up. I think there's a noise gate on this that cuts it out, I think.
Well, we'll see.
When we have headphones on, it's something I can't tell, but when I listen to the audio, it sounds fine. All right. So we've talked about a plethora of things.
We're gotta talk about one of the best things happening this week.
What was that?
Kazuya.
Oh yeah,
Kazuya
Mishima. He's been a beast. That recently just came out for Nintendo Switch. That was actually like last week they announced it, right?
They announced it. No, they announced it at E3 2 weeks ago.
Was that E3?
Yeah.
Jeez,
wow. That was like the first thing.
Time
jumping.
Time keeps on slipping
Monetize.
Into the future.
Remix.
What the Go Paul! Hey!
TikTok.
Yeah, Kazuya Mishima. I've made a few videos about it. I mean, I think that was one of those ones where in my brain, I didn't think it was going to happen because I thought it was over. I thought that we were past the point of getting a character from Bandai Namco, but they've been helping them produced the game
Forever,
and developed the game since the last one. So I guess it finally happened, which is good. I always thought it'd be Heihachi, but then it ended up being Kazuya.
Because the devil gene.
I thought that we would have got Jin Kazama before we got wasn't it? But if we're being honest, Loki, that's the main character of the game.
He's the Kazuya's
the Ryu. Kazuya is the Ryu of that story.
The white pants.
It's just that I haven't played Tekken story mode in so long that I'm like, I don't remember. I used to play them all the time, and I used to get so sad watching the ending movies. Bro, you know that like back in the day, whoever these dudes were who were writing these games and developing them, they were just like, we're gonna make these fucking kids cry, like, because all the stories at the end of I remember the story of Jack being so sad.
Oh yeah.
I think he like turned into like a atomic bomb or something.
Because like the Jacks are machines that are bred for fighting.
Yeah,
like they're like the tanks but fighting.
And one of them built feelings and all that shit. And then I just remember that really shitty CGI ending where I think he hugs like a little girl or something and then he explodes. And I was like,
Fire.
I want to cry. What happened? But you know what other games would do that? That would be horrifying. Twisted Metal. Every time you beat any of those story modes, Jesus Christ.
You weren't supposed to play those though.
We weren't. We definitely were not supposed to be participating in those.
Those are definitely rated M.
Yeah.
All those things. So
do we have ratings though? ESRB came.
No, they had them.
But they didn't have them before we were born. They came in the 90s.
They made the ESRB because of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm saying we had a chance to play a few before that ESRB ever became a thing.
Man, I remember my uncle showed me Mortal Kombat, rest in peace. And like when I was a kid, and he used to have that like down in his basement. He turned it on. He had like Gex, Mortal Kombat, and like Sly Cooper or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like I remember seeing just you falling through the pit to the arena
spikes.
to the spikes. And I was like,
Nani? Yeah, no, that was pretty. I mean, we had some pretty terrifying like things to play as kids. I mean, I enjoyed any and all of them, but as much as the next person. But it was definitely something that I think I knew. I think I knew when I started playing Grand Theft Auto on PlayStation, Grand Theft Auto 3, I guess you would call it. Whichever one was the first iteration of 3D, which was on PS2. PS2.
3.
That's Grand Theft Auto 3 technically. I just remember the moment that I like was in my early teens, if not middle school days, and I like got a hooker in a car, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, why is the car bouncing? Why is she swaying her hips that way?
I remember.
This is so weird.
The first time I ever played Grand Theft Auto 3, it was an epic day. Shout out to Baron, R.I.P.
Oh my God, that's so sad. That was a friend of ours from middle school who passed away. Yeah.
So I was at his house. He's like, "Hey, Paul, I got new games today." I was like, "What's up?" It was Tony Hawk 3 and Grand Theft Auto 3 on the same day. We started playing Tony Hawk.
It's a good day.
So good.
And then he popped in Grand Theft Auto 3, and I was just like, I have to have this game.
Yeah.
And then I convinced my mom to buy it. She had no clue.
That was the same thing from when I went to your house on Christmas and you had Halo and Smash Brothers. I don't think, I didn't have either console. I didn't have a GameCube or an Xbox original, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I remember the first time going to my friend's house. He had an Xbox. My friend Jonathan Lawson, and he like had Halo. It was Xbox One. Halo just came out. He had
it wasn't Xbox One.
Xbox.
Ooh, it was
weird.
No, just kidding.
It was Xbox original, and then it had Halo, and he had Dead or Alive
3. Yep.
Oh, Dead or Alive 3. Hell yeah, that game was fire.
That was the greatest.
Dead or Alive
Christmas.
4 was the best one to me though.
Yeah.
When Master Chief was, Fem Chief,
whatever Chief.
She was in there, and she was able to be playable. That was dope.
2001's Christmas was the greatest Christmas of all time.
It was a good one.
That GameCube.
It can never be topped. Yeah, that was the
GameCube.
GameCube Xbox combo.
Yeah, that was a pretty clutch year.
Chills.
PS2 was still going strong at that time.
Yeah,
because when did they dropped in 98, right? Or 96. No, 96 Japan.
Poppin', yeah.
I think 98 in the States. 2 years? That sounds crazy.
And Dreamcast was out at that point.
Dreamcast came out in 1999 and then flopped by the end of 2000.
Crazy.
Yeah.
March 4th, 2000.
Which one?
PS2.
2000 is when it dropped in America? 2000.
Oh. You know, I'm always surprised.
Why does it sound like it doesn't make any sense? I thought.
Oh wait, hold on.
No,
It
I think
dropped
you're
in
tripping.
2000?
October 26, 2000.
Is when the PlayStation 2 first came out?
Mm-hmm.
What? That sounds weird.
Nope, that's right.
Oh, it came out a year before the GameCube and the Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
PS2
after
dropped.
the next generation was Wii, 360, PS3, PS4, PS4, Xbox.
We don't talk about Wii.
Wii was the winner of that
was
console
the winner.
generation.
Wii was
They
sick,
sold
yeah.
all them.
We won.
We won.
They sold all them cheap ass consoles and that got them goddamn Wiimotes. I still got mine.
Yeah.
They're in storage, but I got them. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy year. I'm trying to think of anything else gaming related. I feel like I don't know anything else gaming related that's
I played
been
this
going
really
on.
cool game, Proteus, on Game Pass, and it's like a Doom boomer shooter, but it's like ray tracing with like Doom 1 graphics,
Ooh.
and it's really pretty and it's really fun.
Can you open up Google for me? I just wanted to see something.
If you guys
It's
play
called
that-
Proteus.
Proteus.
What games do we have
something?
coming out soon? Isn't there like a game or two that we're waiting on?
Monster Hunter Stories 2 with all of the monsties.
Wait, my question is, didn't we just drop a Monster Hunter game on Nintendo Switch?
That was Monster Hunter Rise. That's traditional Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Stories
Stories.
with the monsties is a Pokemon.
Wow.
They do call them monsties, don't they?
They call them monsties in stories.
So weird. I'm so
I should have
confused
been
on
playing
why.
this game.
Oh, thank you, brother.
What Monster Hunter do you recommend right now?
All of them. Get a Rise on Switch. Monster Hunter Rise on Switch.
Rise?
I love it. So good. It's my game of the year.
It's better than World.
What's happening?
I'm trying to think. Because like the thing about World is like World looks way better because it's on a stronger system, but the gameplay of Rise is better than JD Switch.
Sorry, my bad.
It's all good.
I was looking at something.
It's better than that on the Switch.
The Switch.
It just
Paul,
nuts.
did you play Scarlet Nexus?
Oh yeah, I've been playing that.
How is it?
It's anime as hell.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
It's about like the story of the world called I don't even know. There's these things called Others, which are like these plant mech things that come from space. And then you're part of this organization that goes into a civil war within itself because two groups go off because some shady stuff goes down. And there's two characters you play as, and then each of their stories are different depending on who it is. So I start off the standard protagonist hero boy,
Square
Yuito.
Enix?
No, it's Bandai Namco.
Oh, Bandai.
And it's cool because like you are on a team of people who have different powers, and you're able to it's like siphon their powers. So you're on a
Cypher!
so like there's a girl on this team who's got like fire kinesis. So you can borrow her power to light your sword on fire and then use your telekinesis to like pick items up in the world and throw them at them, but like on fire. And they all have status buffs and
Oh, that's cool.
stuff.
That sounds fun.
So like there's a dude who's got like hard body skill, so you take no damage. One girl is called clairvoyant, so like if an enemy can turn like invisible, you can turn her power on and see all the invisible enemies and stuff. It's cool. It's pretty cool. I want to know. I'm in it because like I'm in like right where the turn is happening. But like it's standard anime stuff.
But is the gameplay good and all that?
The gameplay's really fun.
Okay, I want to check it out because they kind of used it as a hype for that new console, right?
Yeah.
Low key.
It's on Xbox One, PS5, Xbox Series, blah, 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 and everything. So it's dope. But like the problem is, if you've watched anime, you see all the twists before it happens.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay, this dude is clearly.
I feel that. I was gonna say, I actually saw that movie. I forgot I saw that movie. That's kind of I can do a mini review on that. The Tomorrow War. What are you doing? You don't. What?
I was gonna give you. Is that how you feel?
I didn't mean to push that. I was gonna just hold on.
That doesn't help you either. There it
The
is.
Tomorrow War, starring Chris Pratt and other actors. It was good. It's an Amazon Prime movie that's out now, and I recommend watching it on Amazon Prime because I don't think it's available in theaters anyway. it was interesting to go see a movie in public. I was there, and it was a bunch of entertainers and also social media stars, I suppose. I wasn't really paying attention. I was kind of just there to do a job, which was fun. But I sat back and I watched the movie, and I can say that it's very tropey in the sense of like it's a movie about Chris Pratt, and the name of the movies, the entire movie's in the title. It's called The Tomorrow War. The whole premise is that they are being recruited from the past to fight a war in the future. And Chris Pratt has military experience, so he ends up fighting for the sake of his daughter, who is like young in the past and all that other jazz. What? You already know the whole movie? Did I explain the entire movie?
Let me guess. He goes to the future, and his daughter's an adult. And then he falls in love with his daughter.
Oh, hell no. What the fuck? No, he doesn't fall in love. He doesn't. That would have been creepy as shit. No. I don't want to give away the whole movie, but let's just say it's what's like a movie where it's like it feels like Independence Day. That's what it feels like. Ooh. It feels like a bit of Independence Day. And I'll admit that the writing is good. Like the future aspect of it is actually interesting because they basically create a time jump option in the future that only takes them back to a certain point in the past, and that's where they start recruiting people at. And the only way they can recruit people is if you've already died in the future. That was interesting to me. So they couldn't recruit people who weren't born yet, obviously, or people who were too old because they might not have ever, or they just, I don't know, might not exist. And then they were fighting against them. I think they just needed to come up with like names of the monsters better. They called them the White Spikes, which sounded like a rock group. And
White Spikes.
But if you've seen the trailer, they're just like weird alien monsters that run on all fours, and it's a movie that has like a pretty star-studded cast. Like it has J.K. Simmons, it has Chris Pratt, it has what's the name? Sam Richardson, has a bunch of other people. This one comedian lady who I know is really great, and it's a good movie, but it kind of suffers from a plot line that you're like, oh, it's almost kind of like Wolf of Wall Street, where you're like, oh, the movie's not over yet. Like you're still watching. Oh, no. It has one of those types of moments where I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, great. Oh, okay, there's more. I'm almost about to spoil it for you, but I recommend if you're bored this weekend, go watch it. It's a decent hour. 2-hour movie just to sit around if you're like kind of just chilling. I'm trying to compare it to like, I don't know, like what's a movie?
Sounds like Tenet.
Not as good as Tenet. I think Tenet's a really good movie.
I haven't seen it.
I don't know. I haven't seen it either. I heard it's really good.
Yeah,
Chris Nolan.
Really I heard it's
super
good.
Confusing.
Yeah, it's you don't understand what's really going on until like the 3/4 of the movie in or something. Yeah, like until the very end, you don't understand that like you're kind of back at the beginning. So I don't want to spoil it, but it's a really good one.
This one is like a movie where Chris Pratt I like him as an actor. He's great. He holds it down. He's like the same guy in every film. I will say this one thing that I noticed about him. He does like this face a lot where he's like he does like a face where he's like, I'm shocked. He's like, I'm shocked and confused, and I can't think, but this is my face. And like, he does the same thing when they have that moment in Guardians of the Galaxy where Groot is like, I am Groot, and he's like, whoa, that part. Remember that? Yeah. He looks like that a lot in this movie. And I'm just like, are you not comprehending the severity of what's going on here, man? Like, but
are there velociraptors?
There should be, but I'm excited. I'm excited for what I believe will be the third Jurassic World movie.
Is Vin Diesel driving a truck?
There is family. No, there is no Vin Diesel. No, man, that movie was. Have you seen it? You still haven't seen it yet. Would you want to go back and watch it just for him?
Yes.
I go homie night. Homie night. Homie night. Homie night.
I'd do it again.
9 in 4D.
Well, we got to do that soon because Black Widow comes out Friday, and that's
it comes out this Friday.
Yeah.
Same day.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Black Widow came.
We don't care.
No. Black Widow can get bought on Disney Plus. I'd much rather do that, honestly.
But you don't want to.
I really don't want to fucking shake in my seat. Gabe, that shit was not as fun as you think it was.
It's fun as hell, Gabe.
No, it's not.
I never want to see another movie without it.
Gabe,
shit.
Gabe,
You say you got tired of it?
Gabe, why would you want to sit in the goddamn? Think about it after eating all that nasty food in the theater, and that shit's just sloshing in your fucking tummy, and you're like, oh shit, family, oh come on, whoa, like it's not as fun as Paul's making it seem.
It's so fun,
Especially after eating too much chocolate or whatever the hell that I had. At a certain point, I was like, yo, I'm getting seasick. This is just, it wasn't bad. It was just, you know what it was? It wasn't as cool as promoted. It was decent. It wasn't amazing.
We got to see what Black Widow.
Aren't they doing a Fast and Furious and Transformers or something?
A collab? No, that's a Paul dream.
That's a Paul dream?
That's a Paul.
No, Tyrese said he wants it to cross over.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Wasn't he's in both.
He's in both.
I just want him to like dom
hey,
this
y'all,
stuff.
I need y'all to stop. Hey, what? That's Tyrese in the entire movie. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Autobots,
We two black people in space.
I just need to see.
Holy shit. That's the entire movie. I'm so upset that Tyrese is like, I demand more lines. He's like, I am content with only screaming in this film and probably making at least $5 to $10 million.
So these are the open seats.
Oh my
for
God.
40X
Paul is
Black
trying
Widow.
to get you for this weekend?
For Friday or Thursday.
Today?
For Thursday.
Today is Saturday. What day is it?
What is
I
today?
don't know.
What is
Oh, you
Friday.
mean next Friday?
I'm talking about for Black Widow.
You're talking about next Friday
shit.
Next Thursday.
or Friday after next.
Next Thursday.
I would
Thursday.
go just to see the end credit scenes, probably.
Those are going to get leaked that night.
That's true.
They'll probably be leaked beforehand because we got Europe gets it a day before, so they get it Wednesday.
So wait, this is Black Widow next Thursday?
Next Thursday.
Why not? Can we do Friday instead? Or is it not
let's see.
available Friday?
Make sure the tickets.
Yeah, Paul. Gabe, explain. Did we talk?
We talked about it.
We talked about it on the
Was
last
supposed
episode.
to go to Fast 9 with the homies, and it was a very special night to me. I came back from Ohio. I was like, I'm looking forward to this.
Damn, Paul.
I'm looking forward to go seeing this movie with the homies. And it's Fast 9. It's Vin Diesel. He's going crazy. And, you know, maybe Bow Wow's in it. I don't know what's going to happen.
Damn.
And then shout out to Bow Wow. You won that Versus.
Damn.
And, you know, Bow Wow.
Friday 2 o'clock.
I need evenings at the end of the week because of, well, I mean, I can do nights, but I don't know. But Gabe, explain how Paul played you.
Yeah, I got played hard.
Paul just made a mistake. We mentioned on the last podcast.
It's not Paul's fault.
It is Paul's fault. It's absolutely Paul's fault. What are you talking about? Paul just didn't read the goddamn fine print. Paul ordered tickets for us for a Thursday night showing, and he thought it was Friday. And then Gabe had something to do that Thursday, so he missed the movie entirely. And Paul, you technically just blew money on 2 more seats, didn't you?
I did.
But Paul got money like that.
I don't.
Hey, well, you were. What is happening, Gabe?
It's not me this time.
What are you looking? That one?
There we go.
Okay. Stop.
That's what I wanted.
I'm gonna need y'all stop touching my electronics.
All them buttons.
So yeah.
That was the last button.
So we didn't get a chance to see the movie as a
family.
But Gabe, you honestly didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss anything.
The movie hasn't been, in my opinion.
I'm the biggest
Okay, so
fast fan here.
You're a liar.
I'm the biggest Fast fan here.
Just because you got a motocross helmet don't make you a fan.
okay.
I seen
this
all
is
of them.
Friday night at midnight. So going
Oh,
into
it's
Saturday.
that late? Damn.
It's the only one with open seats.
What about I go back to Thursday if that's the case. We can figure this out after our podcast.
We're
Paul.
doing it live.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, if y'all want a review of Black Widow, maybe we'll be there next week. Because we've just been reviewing movies and talking shit this last few weeks. We've been consistent though, y'all.
Speaking of movies, I saw a good one this week. Last weekend.
You saw a good movie?
Yeah.
What?
I saw it's on Hulu now. The Summer of Soul by Questlove.
Oh, I heard about that.
It's a documentary.
I heard about that today.
The same weekend of Woodstock in the 60s, there was a black concert of the same equivalents happening in Harlem. And so, like, we have acts like Nina Simone and Stevie Wonder and a bunch of like OG like.
That sounds fire.
It was a dope concert, but the thing about it is, it like came and went because nobody talked about it after it happened, and so 50 years go by, and the dude who shot the thing still had all the footage of the concert. So Questlove brought it up and made a documentary about it, showing
That's crazy.
what it was like in the park and all the stuff leading up to it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Where can I see that?
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
It's on
I
Hulu.
bet you it's black love to the utmost. It's
It's dope.
Yeah.
If I can go to that concert, I'd definitely go.
I bet you it's fire. It's probably the equivalent of like Black Coachella in Harlem and whatnot.
And so like they're explaining like how
why they always burying our history, man.
that's part of it. So like they're trying to explain like so.
No one wants to hear about Black Coachella.
And that's exactly what they said. They're
Nina Simone and Stevie Wonder were there in the 60s and no one cared.
So it's like Stevie Wonder right before he
before he popped.
He was good, but he's about to make like from old Motown songs to like Intervisions. So it's like right before he like that's vintage.
Wow.
And then like David Ruffin from the Temptations came out and
damn, that's fire.
It was a dope show. Like if I was around, I definitely would like to go see that.
Michael Jackson was a kid in the 60s. Or no, he was born in the 50s.
No, he's the same age.
He's probably a teenager. He was probably starting out.
He's probably like 11. So Jackson 5's in effect.
Was Jackson 5 in it?
No.
They should have been, but still.
No.
That sounds like a great documentary. I want to check it out.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
There's a lot of good things on Hulu. I just started watching Dave on Little Dicky, Dave.
Dave.
FX. That show is written well. It's funny. And it's also just one of those things where I can't tell what his career is anymore. Because I was an avid fan of his album that came out, and I thought it was just funny, satirical rap music. But now his whole TV show is about how he doesn't want to be labeled as a satirical rapper. But unfortunately, he kind of don't call yourself Lil Dicky if you don't want that to happen.
Yeah, it's because it's about his junk.
Yeah.
So that's dope. Season two is
is it super funny?
It's
I gotta watch it.
Anxiety driven. I was like, ugh.
Oh, I gotta start.
no.
I'm only 2 episodes into season 1, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I love that show, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I recommend.
Got a cameo by Gator.
What We Do in the Shadows.
My birthday.
I've been watching that.
Oh, one of my favorite shows.
It's
What We Do in the Shadows. What's that?
It's on Hulu. It's about vampires who live in Staten Island, and they have a documentary crew for no reason.
Is it a comedy?
It's
a comedy.
It's based off a movie that came out like in the early 2000s. And
by Taika Waititi.
Yeah. And he was in it originally as
Okay.
one of the vampires, but now he does not. He's making the TV show.
He's in the show.
He's in the show
He's in it,
for
like
a
a
split
cameo.
second.
Creates
as a
it.
cameo.
That's pretty dope.
So it's just stupid,
In a good way.
but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Bat, human form.
So like,
What?
so there's in the house there's 3 vampires: Laszlo, Nadia, and what's the other dude's name? No, there's 4.
Yeah, Colin
Nandor,
Robinson, Nandor,
and then Colin Robinson, the energy vampire.
energy vampire.
It sounds funny.
And so it's about them living in their life, and just random occult things happen, and they have a slave called Guillermo.
A slave?
Well,
He's a familiar, so he's their like
He's like their butler.
yeah.
Sure. Okay.
But he's really like their slave.
He's their assistant basically, but like he's like
Guillermo, like Jimmy Kimmel's Guillermo?
No.
Because that's his little slave, too. I'm just being honest. That look.
It's
true.
Cut the cameras.
It's true.
You want to be on that show one day? Cut the cameras.
I don't respect what they doing to Lil Guillermo on there, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not here for that.
Well, you won't like what they do to
Got
this
me
Guillermo on What We Do in the Shadows.
But there's a good twist with this.
Yeah,
Guillermo.
it's
no spoilers.
It's good.
All right.
It's really good.
Really, I don't know if you'd like it. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it's
I
hilarious.
think you would like it. It's pretty. Maybe not. Who knows? But it's
Yeah.
funny. It's really fucking funny.
I want to see it. I want to check it out. Dave is hilarious on FX. I need to watch some new shows. I know y'all said you haven't
I
watched.
started Snowfall.
Good for you. It's good, isn't it? It's interesting.
This is one to fast forward through everybody's story. That's not Franklin's, but
That's not how it works because
I know,
everyone's
I know.
story ties back
it's
to
starting to
Franklin.
tie in now. So.
Yeah. No, that's just how it is. That's how that show is. But that's how all shows are, Paul. You have to
I
give
know.
them patience.
I just want to see the
Paul
black struggle.
enjoys spoilers, everybody.
I
He
don't
doesn't
enjoy spoilers.
You do.
Spoilers.
You do
This
because
show
you
hasn't been
waste them
spoiled
on
for me.
us. He literally will watch a movie or a TV show that we said we haven't watched and just do play-by-play texts when we're not able to see it? What's your problem?
Once. I was just the
No,
Nintendo.
it's not just once. You've been doing that to me since I was a baby. Every single.
All right before a movie comes out,
Oh my
Paul
God.
texts, "Oh shit, I just got spoiled."
by a
Funko Pop.
Yeah, and who's the?
But I don't look for it.
Yes, you do.
I really don't.
If you're on the internet, you're looking.
So if I'm on Facebook, right, and I'm scrolling.
Get the fuck off Facebook, Paul! Jesus Christ!
Down,
Why am I screaming?
And I see a toiler. I see a toiler.
Get off of Facebook. You obviously follow people who post toilers.
I don't. No. It's
So
like
then, who are you following where that comes up?
It's like my homegirl.
Your homegirl. There it is.
From
it's over.
It's
dead and done.
It's
a toiler.
From my old film school.
Unfollow.
No, it wasn't like she was just like, what? I was scrolling down and I saw it. She's like, what the F was happening? And I was like, oh, okay.
Unfucking follow.
But she doesn't do that. This is the first time she's ever done it. It's like,
Paul, you've been spoiling us. Here's the thing that you don't realize you do. You'll get spoiled, and then you're like, I can't be spoiled by myself. I need to spoil my homies who we're in a group thread with.
I'll just say I saw a toiler, and that's as far as it
what?
goes.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You
Toilers.
goddamn liar.
Toilers are
You
real.
spoiled fucking Captain America Black
But
Falcon.
I didn't say what it was. I said I got a
did.
toiler.
You said I saw the new suit for Black Falcon, and we were like, "Oh, didn't know he was going to get
I didn't
one."
say a new suit.
Yes, he. It's
I say-
in there. You can Google it.
Toilers.
Google in your phone.
Toilers.
You literally said, "Oh, just got a toiler spoiler for Black Falcon." That's the Black Falcon suit. You did that, Paul. You do that. That's your thing. It's
Toilers.
okay.
Toiler.
It's okay. It's why I
Oh,
have.
I did spoil
Yes,
it.
you did fucking spoil
I'll
it.
admit that. I'm like,
That's why I mute him. That's why he's muted in my phone. That's why he's muted in my phone. Our group chat is muted because we cannot trust someone within the group.
Well,
Jesus.
today I just said I saw a spoiler.
That's great. Paul.
Toiler.
Why
Toiler.
you know you don't have to tell people when you see things, right?
I'll warn you.
You ever
so
heard of
guys don't see
snitching?
it.
You know what snitching is? Don't
Snitching.
snitch.
He's snitching.
If I see a toiler, I'll tell you beware.
No, just don't say shit because we're not looking for them. You are an avid looker. I don't ever come across toilers. You know why? I'm not looking for them.
I'm not looking for
Yes,
toilers.
you are,
either.
Paul.
I'm really not.
He really is.
I'm really
because
not
he will
looking.
be on YouTube and he'll go. You know what it is? Your goddamn algorithm feeds them to you because all you do is look for what's happening in this movie, what's happening in that. I want to see.
Actually,
he
my algorithm-
literally just said, I want to fast forward through a television show instead of learning the subtext to understand the story because I'm sick and tired of every subplot character.
I want to see what happens to Franklin.
What the fuck do you think the show's gonna teach you if you watch it all the way through?
That's one Franklin story.
How is it that you can watch all these other shows, but then shows that are actually good, you don't give them the time of day?
Because I just want Franklin's story.
How, Paul? You went to film school. You're not even making sense anymore. If you were gonna write a script about a character, how would you develop the character throughout if you stuck to his story the entire time? You can't make a movie with one person.
You can.
Name one.
A single, The Room.
No one else in the movie. You're by yourself.
Ryan Reynolds in the Coffin. What was that movie called?
They acted all alone. No one's in it. No one from beginning to end.
He's in the coffin the whole time.
What do you, I don't know. I don't know the movie, and obviously you don't because you don't seem like you even remember it.
Hold on. Ryan Reynolds Coffin movie.
Why don't you just admit that you got no patience and that you need to be spoiled to enjoy your content? Jesus,
I don't need to be spoiled.
but you are, and then you spoil us. And then you ruin everything for us. Gabe can't go see. You ruined Fast 9 for Gabe.
How do you ruin Fast 9?
You ruined.
They drive cars.
I thought it was about family.
Everything's in the trailer.
Oh my God.
I need to see Vin Diesel on Optimus Prime's body with just his head's popping out.
I need to see Vin Diesel unzip his pants and Prime go, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm gonna ride this day."
It's called Buried.
Wait, that's a movie?
The Ryan Reynolds movie.
Oh my God. Whatever, Paul. I'm just telling you, you can't get storyline out of characters unless you're going to watch the entire show. That's all I'm saying. If you want to watch Breaking Bad, you don't just sit back and say, it's not anime. I know what you're trying to say. You want to watch TV shows like they're anime so you can skip filler? There's no filler in TV shows. They're meant to keep you interested the entire time unless it's like a sitcom or, yeah, that's it. But like drama-driven shows aren't meant for that. What are you talking about?
Let me just watch Franklin sing. That's all I want.
But you would miss Franklin's thing if you don't even watch it. I don't understand. I watch all the way up to the end of the show. Every episode means something. You have to watch them. Like, you're confusing me. Is there a show that you watch that you skip through? But you don't watch shows. You see all your goddamn spoilers on Facebook,
Twitter,
and Twitter. There's like multiple things that you skip through.
Wrestling. I watch wrestling like anime.
Like what was the show that you told me you were watching and you're like, oh, I don't have to watch it because I see everyone telling me what happens at the end of every episode on Twitter.
Power.
Yeah, it's another good show. But Paul loves Black Twitter, which is an amazing place, but he refuses to support Black content.
Well, I didn't have stars at the time.
Black content, brother. Why won't you support Black content?
Your feed is not alkaline.
No, you literally are complaining about too many blacks in this content that you're listening, that you're currently watching.
I want to watch everybody but the black people. That's who I want to watch.
You hear what he just said? He wants to watch everybody but the black
I said that
people.
wrong. I want to watch Franklin's story. I don't care.
Wow.
I don't care about.
Wow.
I don't care about Teddy.
You need to eat more sea moss,
yeah,
brother.
wow.
I ate a lot of.
Wow, King. Wow. I can't even call you a king. You are now
a coon.
A coon. King Kunta. Kang Kunta.
I just want to watch Franklin's story.
But I think you're getting it mixed up where you think that his story doesn't tie. All those characters tie back to Franklin because he's the main character. And that's how television and movies work. It's like you can't tell a story about a main character without sub-characters.
Some paths are starting to converge.
Yeah.
But I'd still rather just watch Franklin sing.
Where'd you get that lack of patience from, though? Where's that from?
I've always had a lack of patience.
But it's crazy how much you just can't even, like, I'm surprised you didn't get bored halfway through Fast 9 and be like, all right, man, my chair's shook enough. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Well, Fast 9 is just enough dumbness to override that in my brain to make me not think. Because when I start thinking about things, it's like, okay.
So how do you enjoy Loki? That's a show you got to think about?
No.
What?
I don't have to think about Loki.
Okay, you have to think about the Marvel Universe to a certain degree when you watch it.
No.
Why?
Because what's happening doesn't matter to other things right now.
So then why don't you care about things that matter? You don't know why you don't care about things that don't matter?
No,
or that don't matter to you?
So to my brain's a
Why
weird
don't you
place.
just stop watching all things then? Stop indulging. Turn off your Twitter with all the tatas that keep coming across it. First off.
Man, I can't escape it. I go on a purge and get rid of
Paul's
everybody.
Twitter is
It's crazy. It's crazy.
All right, I'm done. I'm just judging you at this point. I'm sorry. Let's
video games
because I don't get it. I want to understand it. I won't ever understand it. Are we done? We're at an hour and 22. You got anything else?
Anime.
What
You
about
guys watch any?
Yasuke? I need to read.
Finished Jujutsu Kaisen. That was good.
I stopped watching that.
You mean you watched all the first 24 episodes? There's a lot. There's a lot more. There's a lot more in the anime that's happening. But
I stopped watching that.
Looking forward to Chainsaw one.
Y'all watch that? Y'all watch that anime? The what is it? The mob boss house husband mob boss. It's on Netflix.
Fun.
It's kind of funny. I need to read My Hero Academia. That's what I need to do. However, I think I'm like 2 chapters behind.
Did they have a trailer for season 2 Demon Slayer?
No,
I don't think so.
That show's taking forever, and like it's
pulling an Attack on Titan.
It's gonna be an Attack on Titan type of situation where they're gonna finally get around to it after everyone's already read the manga, and you're kind of over it, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Even though Attack on Titan only finished the manga recently, but the anime is still.
The anime took like what 3 years to like.
I don't know.
Season?
I don't know what it was. They had that time. They had that that crazy amount of like, I'm about to say hotness, but they had that crazy amount of like publicity in the first year that it came out, and then they took like a 3-year hiatus or sabbatical to get season 2 through 3 out, and then they took another year just to get season 4 out, and now it's only half of season 4. The other half comes out, I think, fall of this year and then early 2022. And it's over now, and I've already seen what happens, and like it's fun to watch it anime-wise, but I'm kind of just like, all right, I'm over this.
Eren Yeager.
Yeah, Eren is the one, the GOAT, the god. Are there any other movies that we're waiting for that are coming out? Oh, Shang-Chi. I think we were saying that wrong, by the way, like phonetically and racially.
It's not Shang-Chi.
It ain't Shang-Chi.
It's not Shang-Chi.
Yo, that was because I watched 2 other reviewers be like,
Shang-Chi?
I mean, have you ever heard an Asian
Sean?
person? Have you ever heard an Asian person say, "Hey, Shang," like
Hey, Shang.
Shang, like like
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, like just,
Oh man,
Yeah.
Let's.
That would be like Jackie Chan.
We gotta
Like-
we gotta watch the movie, see how they pronounce it.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, they haven't pronounced it in the trailers at all.
So-
But we saw the last trailer, which we talked about just kind of a little bit last week, and I'm excited for that movie. That movie looks really fun, personally.
gonna be dope.
10 Rings. I'm excited for that. The real Mandarin story, which we deserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love if that somehow crossed over to Iron Man if he gets reborn or something. Because I can't imagine Robert Downey Jr. being like, "Yeah, I don't want money." you
Secret
know?
Wars, baby.
But Secret Wars is a TV show, right? That's what you wrote. I thought you read that.
Secret Invasion is a TV show.
Secret Wars is going to be a movie.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well,
But if that's the case, they can use that to cast a new actor because there's so many.
a new Robert Downey Jr.
A new Tony Stark because
Yeah.
Well, they're going to do Ironheart, so maybe at that point, maybe we have the younger black girl playing her.
yeah, but also like with Secret Invasion, that has to do with a lot of multiverses. So you can pull a new Tony Stark from another universe in.
Yeah, but I don't know if American audiences
Mary
are
Jane
there yet.
Zendaya is Ironheart.
Wait, what? What did
You
you
heard it here, folks.
say? Mary Jane Zendaya?
Mary Jane
Oh yeah,
Zendaya is
technically that could be a
Ironheart.
thing in the Secret Wars. But.
Is she? Wait, I'm confused.
smart.
Is she?
So Secret Wars is
does-
just like all of the multiverses are just open
Yeah, I know.
and they all converge together.
That's where you get that black Spider-Man outfit, right? Secret Wars
In
one?
the original Secret Wars, I'm talking about the 2017 one with.
Oh, there was a reboot.
So there's two. There's two of them.
There's always a remake of a reboot of a remix.
Yeah. So like the second one is the one where like Doctor Doom is in charge.
Yeah, God Doom. Is that the God
Yeah,
Doom story?
And he's all in white.
I
So
would like to see that. That'd be
so
cool.
they could be like,
See some good-
universes are converging again. New Tony Stark, new Captain America. Bye bye, Sam Wilson. Reboot time.
I'll give you this. They could give, if anything, they could give us a television verse of new characters and actors. I don't think you could pull that off in the movies. I think at this point, if Iron Man don't come back and it's not Robert Downey, don't even do it. That'd be stupid. I don't want that.
But they could.
They
is the
could.
thing. And Marvel hasn't missed yet.
No, they've missed once or twice.
They
They're,
missed-
they're not all.
They've only
perfect.
missed one.
What, the
Thor
Thor
2.
2? But you
Thor
didn't
2
watch
was
it. So how did they
terrible.
miss it?
Dark Fate.
How you going, Paul? That don't make no sense. How they gonna miss a movie that you missed? You missed the movie.
It's the only one I missed.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that was the worst one for sure.
I saw a little bit, the Dark World, the Dark Elves, or
Dark
whatever
World,
it was.
I saw the beginning of that movie.
So wait,
Actually, wait, I did see that movie. Because I remember like red ooze coming out of Natalie Portman. Because it's the power.
maybe that was Endgame.
No. Because Natalie Portman like is the stone, right? Am I tripping?
That pose the
Okay,
stone.
whatever. It's something.
Did you tell all the actors to stop acting on the sidelines so you could just watch Natalie
Natalie
Portman's
Portman?
story?
Yes, because
so it
there's
could
no-
go. Just she's the only one that
It's
matters.
the only one that matters.
It's the only one that matters in the fucking movie. Who cares about Thor?
the only one that
It's the only one that
cares
matters. Because that's how he went to film school. He graduated film school. This is his logic.
Good night, everybody.
Did I know?
Did you write scripts?
I was there. I didn't like. I was there physically, not mentally, but
Did you not like film school at all?
No.
But do you not want anything to do with film?
it's like I do. But parts of it, like for the most part, I was like, yeah,
You were just there to be there.
I was just there. So
Let's write a movie, guys. Let's write a movie where we don't.
Gabe could do all the art.
Let's write the art.
Yeah, because you need art.
Gabe, you can do all the storyboard art, all the art, and let's write a movie about a guy who doesn't need anyone else but himself. No, it's just
Your boy.
That's
Vin Diesel.
I'm about to say that's what's his name's new movie coming out. Free Guy. What's it called?
Oh,
Did I call it right?
I think it's called Free Guy.
Yeah, Free Guy.
Free
Or is it One Up or something?
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that.
That movie looks fun. The NPC NPC.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, NPC video game movie.
Yeah.
I always like video game movies when they don't adapt them into hot garbage,
Yeah.
or animated or movie.
kinda-
Even animated.
kinda
Isn't there a new
impossible.
anime movie dropping in the near future that I don't know about?
Yu Hakusho is getting a live action TV show.
Where?
No.
I saw the kid dressed as Yusuke.
Is it a white
Is it
boy?
good?
No, he's Japanese.
Can I see?
And then Cowboy Bebop's coming out
That looks
with John
There's a
Cho.
trailer?
That looks cool.
They don't have a trailer for it, but they've been promoting it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that.
Like the newest thing they announced is like the original composer is back doing the music for the TV show. So
It's Spike. It's
Jet.
Jet.
I don't know if they
Is
cast
Jet played by Common?
No.
Wait, who's playing the main character?
John Cho's playing
John
Spike.
Cho.
Asian dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's from Kumar's.
Harold and Kumar, Star Trek.
Wait, he's playing the main character, Cowboy Bebop?
He's playing Spike.
I feel like I did hear that.
And
I
then,
don't know if that's going to work for me.
Bushmaster from Luke Cage is playing Jet.
Oh, yeah, I did see him shooting something recently. You know, the weird part about anime is that anime artists and creators adapt their animes to look like white people. Yeah. So it's a weird mix when you end up with an anime that's truly acted by Asian people, because in your brain, you're just like, wait, like if I'm thinking about Trigun, like if you do, what's his name? Vash's Stampede. He should be a white kid.
He's a white kid.
Last time I checked, he's blonde hair, blue eye. He has like a Paul or Johnny Bravo haircut. So, you know.
He's got a pompadour.
He's got a pompadour, but then there's other characters where they lean into the
Ichigo, to me, is white.
Yeah. That's Naruto's white. In my opinion,
Naruto is white.
Naruto a little white boy. I'm sorry. Like he has Asian friends. You know,
his name should be Ned.
Ned
Nedto.
He looks like a Bart, like or something. Like he just
Bart Simpson.
Like or just like a Bart Allen type of thing. Like he just has a vibe of like a troubles. He looks like, what's his name? Who's the troublemaker from the 90s? What's the name of that show? And the guy he always throw papers at the old man.
Oh, Dennis the Menace?
Dennis the Menace is the equivalent of Naruto. Believe it. All right, hold on. Let's wrap up this podcast, but let's see if we have any questions, because I forgot we were going to listen to them on Anchor.
Who else is black than Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say Michelangelo. I'd say
Raphael's black.
Michelangelo.
I'd say Raphael's black. Donatello's like a nerdy white dude. Actually, nah.
Donatello's Asian.
Donatello's Asian. How?
Raphael's black. Donatello's Asian.
You know the funny part? People gonna be in the comments and be like, "They're fucking turtles, man! They're just turtles!
He's a black
God
turtle.
damn it! What is wrong with you guys in this race shit? Stop!"
Is everything race with you? Why does it have to be race with you?
You know why? Because unfortunately, that's our truth. Our truth is that the color of our skin dictated so much of our life. So that's how we equate putting these things in these weird subcategories. Because we were indoctrinated and brainwashed to hate ourselves. That's just how it was.
Why is everything race to you? Because I'm black. God damn it!
I can't change my skin.
Unless
I bleach it.
And then people will be like, "It's not about your skin, friend. You need to change who you are on the inside."
Yo, pH.
And you'll be like, "Shut the fuck up."
Grand Rising.
All right, let's see if we can get some of these audio things. Actually, I'm gonna just do this live. I was gonna do it where I swapped and did like a transition, but I'm not doing. I don't have the energy to do that. Hold on.
You guys see the
what?
No,
What you laughing at, Gabe?
let's not talk about
Nah,
that.
what is it? Is it something nasty? If it ain't,
this guy Ollie London, who he's a Englishman, but he converted to being Korean.
I did see that.
I did not. That sounds very controversial.
So that's for after show premium.
Did we answer this one last time?
Rachel Dolezal's giving him
Supports him.
supports.
Bruh, I saw somebody ask Rachel Dolezal for a birthday shout out on Cameo.
I showed you that.
Is that? That's so funny.
She calls him a sussy baka. Happy birthday, you sussy baka.
Sussy baka. All right, so we got a question here. I think we heard this one, but I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it real quick and let's see what it sounds like.
What up, JD and Paul? So,
is this the one?
I just recently,
Bro, I gotta delete these after a certain amount of time. Sorry, listeners. If your messages from the past get deleted, actually, why am I apologizing for that? All right, we got one right here from Concept Reese. They've actually asked me questions on my solo podcast.
Okay, good. So
JD Radio. So
Okay,
go listen to that
I
too.
can hear it. Yeah.
Oh, can you hear it?
I can hear it.
You can flip one of your ears. You said you could hear it?
I could hear it. Yeah,
It might be coming out of this. Is it coming out? It's not
coming out of his headphones.
Oh, well, then just, aim them high.
I can
All
hear
right,
it, though.
Here we go. I'll run your headphone speaker louder. All right, here we go. We're listening to Concept Reese's question. Here we go.
Hey, what's good, people? Shout out again from the UK. It's Concept Reese. I do have a question for both of you. What comics are you reading right now? Like, you guys need to do a segment on that because you guys killed my pocket, man, with that Invincibles compendium. I bought 1, 2, 3. Is it 4 as well? I don't know. I bought all of them, and I've got through the first one, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I need you guys to help me with my next purchase. What are you guys currently reading? I want to know. And my second question is, there's a rule of thumb that you should never go into business with your friends. I know on the last podcast you said that, JD, that you was looking to like work out ways to, I don't know, monetize the podcast or make it bigger. I don't know. But do you ever worry in the future that that could potentially happen between you two? I assume the answer is going to be no, but let me know your thoughts.
First things first, this is my fucking podcast. I don't need Rory's bitch ass or Maul. I can't. Where's my hand? My hand in the shot? Yeah, yo. Where is it? Yeah. No. First question. You want to do comics? I don't know anything. I'm not really reading anything.
I am going back and.
Brought you down. It's a little high. Wasn't it?
Okay. My bad. I was like, why does that sound weird in my headphones?
No, you're good.
Switch. Right now, what am I reading? I'm gonna list off some things that people might not have heard of but should read, and prepare your pockets. Paper Girls, number 1. It's pretty long series that's going on, really good. It's about like little girls who it's Stranger Things vibes. Let's just say that it's like if you like Stranger Things, you'll like that. I heard this from 4 Old Nerds and I read like all of it back to back. Was Wicked. It's called The Wicked and Divine, but it's like spelled Wicked plus Divine. So it's like every like 200 years, gods come to Earth, but they get their powers to regular people, and then they have 2 years to do God shit, and then they all die for 200 years. And then in this time, they come back as like pop stars.
Someone called?
Huh?
What's that one?
Wicked and Divine. So like, there's a character who's like Kanye West. He's like a thunder god.
What?
Like, there's a Daft Punk type of god. So it's like they all encompass different genres of things, and it's like trying to figure out what the hell is happening to them because why do they keep coming back and whatnot, and they try to figure that out. That's really good. Saga by Brian K. Vaughan, freaking amazing. It's a little old now, and right now it's kind of been in like hiatus for like a year because of COVID. It's about like, it's Romeo and Juliet's tale about aliens who fall in love like on warring sides, and them trying to escape and live in this world where everybody wants to hunt them, and then various characters that are trying to pursue them. It's very adult, very, very adult, and they don't want to ever turn it into a TV show because they just do some wild stuff in there. And the last 2 Marvel related are I just started it, so I'm not too far in. Immortal Hulk, which is pretty adult. It's about like the new Hulk, but it's kind of a darker series. And then the new X-Men, because a lot of weird stuff has been happening with that, because they have like their own nation now, where it's just them on a planet trying to govern how the hell to move mutant kind forward.
Genosha finally became a planet?
It's called Krakoa now.
Oh,
Cool.
So,
Krakoa.
and so like Professor X is gone, but Magneto stepped in and is an X-Men right now.
Oh, good for him.
And he's like in an all-white suit. He looks gangster as hell.
I'm curious to see that. That sounds interesting.
So if they do that for the movies, that'd be great.
Well, all those comic recommendations are going to come from Paul because I haven't read anything
I
since.
got some.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Berserker with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really fun one so far. And I don't know how the story's going to exactly play out yet, but it's Keanu Reeves, so that's fun.
People are going to die.
And then Sweet Tooth is a really nice, good story. I've been watching the show. Yeah, I haven't read the comics. Devin read all the comics.
Is it Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal?
No.
No.
It's like this little boy with like horns.
Okay.
It's about like a post-apocalyptic world where everybody gets a virus and they either die or they have are immune to it, or they haven't caught it yet. And then the babies all born in that year become like animal hybrids. And then people want to kill the hybrids.
Animal hybrids.
So what we're living right now?
What we're living in 2021.
So the Moderna hybrid, the Pfizer hybrid.
Pfizer Poppy.
The Johnson Jigaboo.
You need to get your ouchie wouchie. Your Fauci. Ouchie Fauci.
I should be masked up around you too.
Moderna mama, so we can complete the trifecta of vaccine.
Well, no, we're gonna fit the story of that comic he just said, because one of y'all will be a zombie, the other person will die, and then the third one will survive. So I'll probably be the one who dies. I don't know.
I'll probably be the zombie.
We'll see. I don't have any comics.
Also, one more comic.
Okay, you got
Static Shock just got rebooted, so
shout out to
Static Shock #1 just dropped last week.
Shout out to Reggie Hudlin. He's got something to do with that.
Does he?
Cool.
Yeah, he also worked on Black Panther. I don't know to what degree. I think he wrote stories for it. So, all right. Great question though, Concept Reese. And then to follow up with your friends and business. Yeah, I mean, it can be toxic, but personally for me, I'm very transparent. I mean, I talked to Paul about this. We've been doing this podcast forever. And I mean, it's one of those things where I would say if it ever gets to that weird level where it's like, yo, you owe me money. No, you owe me money. No, yo, it's the Joe Budden podcast. Your name's not on it. First off, I would never do that because me and Paul started this together.
Name's in the title.
Gabe gets no money because he's just a guest. But no, right now we are talking about possibly being represented by a podcast network. So that's cool. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum. How you gonna cancel out my applause?
I was reaching for it at the same time.
Can y'all just play the claps? What? You know what? You know what? It probably is bad to go in a bit. Yeah, boo. Can y'all please stop pushing buttons? If this shit continues, then yes, it's gonna.
You need to leave.
You need to leave. But no, I think that in the near future, hopefully, and whatnot, we might be represented by a podcasting network who can hopefully get us ad reads, this, that, and the third. And then if we end up getting to a place where things start to blow up past it being just like simple ad reads and whatnot, because the people I'm talking to about it are just trying to do a non-binding contract. Like there's no like logistics where we need to sign on the dotted line. And I've showed Paul the contract, and I can forward it to you if you haven't gotten it in your email and whatnot. But it's more of a, what do you say? It's like more of a round, I would say
360.
I don't like 360 deals, but they did kind of dialogue it in that way. And it's not just for this podcast. It's for this one, my solo one, and me and my wife's, and we're trying to see if it works. I have my manager who actually works with people when it comes to selling podcasts, looking it over right now. If it works for us, it works for us, and if it doesn't, then we won't do it, and we'll just keep having fun and just doing what we're doing. Because like for me, this is just something that I enjoy doing with my friend that I grew up with as a child. So we're having our fun.
Our hands are locking.
Yeah, we got to get a third. We got to get a fourth camera that works or whatever. But at this point, I would say we haven't really made any great money off of any of this because I'm still a little bit not even aware of how podcasting like audio works. Like we don't have a huge audio library. Like we had like a lot of audio listens on, what did we start on? What was the SoundCloud? And we got a few thousands on there, and then I transferred it over to Anchor because it was able to distribute it everywhere, and I wouldn't have to just worry about doing it to only 4 different places because you want more people to listen depending on what the platform is. And I mean, from what I've like sat back and learned in the podcasting world, unfortunately, we haven't even like scratched the surface yet. Like most podcasting networks and platforms want you to have like a minimum of like 50,000 listens per episodes on the audio. We're lucky if we get like 1,000 people to listen to this every episode, because at the end of the day, I mean, marketing wise, I mean, I do a majority of the marketing, and I'm only as popular as my social media handles can take us. So, I mean, I can't I can't promise that we're going to blow up off of just me. Shoot, I'm sitting here still struggling to try to make my career go, and it's working. I'm doing things, but one thing at a time. And hopefully signing with this podcast network will help us, because they said that they would try to help the growth aspect of it and try to distribute us to the people that they know and introduce us to new people, and hopefully we'll get collaborations. And speaking of that, I've never asked this question. Would y'all ever want us to have like other guests on our show? I know we have like our friend Gabe here, but I never thought of like introducing other people who might be in like the gaming, tech, movie world, or what I guess entertainment industry. Like, I mean, I know like Game Over Greggy, whatever his name.
Kinda Funny guys.
I know the guys from Kinda Funny. Like, I never thought about that. I was like, I thought, because most people when they do a podcast with a co-host, they don't really do guests. They just kind of, I don't know, build.
They occasionally do.
Sometimes they do, yeah. So I mean,
Lord Balvin, we'll bring him into Los Angeles.
I mean, but
we'll fly him out.
So I think it's also just one of those things with. It's all about consistency and repetition, and this is like the most consistent we've been in the last 7 years, because this is like year 7 of us just doing this casually. I think this episode might be episode 60.
Ooh,
which is great, but like for just as a person who started doing internet uploads a decade ago, you're not going to really find your audience or build out your brand until you really crack past the first 100 episodes or the first 1,000 episodes. You never know. It's one of those things where you just got to keep going. So who knows if we look back at this episode 2 or 3 years from now and we're actually in a place where it's like, oh, great, we're all making cool money off of the thing. Me and Paul are splitting it evenly. We're able to add percentages for maybe a producer or someone who can just run, because I'm doing all these switchers. That's why they're so bad. So, I'm doing this live. So maybe we hire someone who can do that for us or whatever. I'm very much a person who enjoys doing it like all in house, because it's not hard to produce something like this.
It's just, we just got to get used to hitting the button.
Yeah. Switch. Yeah. I mean, I'm usually good at doing it when it's one person, and when it's 2 or 3, it's a little more me focusing on whoever's talking. But at the end of the day, the funny thing is, or the great thing is that we know how to do it, because I know so many podcasts where none of them know how to do this stuff. Like, they'll start their podcast off, but then they will sit back and be like, I need a producer. I need someone to do this. I need that. And it's like, no. You need to learn how to do it for yourself, because then you save money. Then you can, reach out to companies who can hook you up with audio equipment. You get a PC from a PC gaming company. You get tech from someone who will sponsor you in the future, like Elgato. Shout out to Elgato
for providing the product.
Yep, pretty much. So
shout out to Rode for
the microphones. Like, everything on this desk was free. I'm very happy and proud to say that. And it's, I've been doing this social media thing for however long, along with my acting career and all my other stuff that I do. So I'm glad that it's actually panning out. And in the sense of going into business with your friends, do I recommend it? Not if they're not professional enough and can't handle it and are greedy, or even if you're the one who's greedy. But if that's your mindset and it's always about money, I would say don't even do it. You should be doing it for fun. Like, me and Paul have been like talking to each other consistently the last few weeks, because we're genuinely having fun doing this now more consistently, and we have a place to do it. Do you want to push a button or something?
No, I thought about going for it.
Which button? I don't care.
No, keep going.
What was the button?
Going.
I'm trapped now. What's the button, man? The claps? The laughs?
No, I was going to go for the claps, but...
What's happening?
I just keep going.
See, now... This is when I want to quit doing this podcast. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I'm a person who enjoys collaborating with his friends. At the end of the day, my friends, I try to explain to them as well as I can business stuff, because I'd say I might be the more business savvy person in my group of people, because I've been trying to do business with businesses for so long, and said businesses have been helping me financially if they like me and whatnot. So it's all about if the group is cohesive and can work together and no one is trying to be bigger than the other person. To me, that's how it works. And if you're not, then you end up like Joe Budden, Rory, and Maul, and you bring in your friends to be guest hosts. And then next thing you know, they think they have equity in the show, but you never discussed equity, or maybe you discussed a percentage thing, but they want to see the percentages. Like, I think that that's fine in the sense of everyone should be able to see like the original contracts and the original payment stubs if that is the agreement at the beginning. It doesn't sound like that's what Joe thought it was compared to Rory and Maul.
Yeah.
And Rory and Maul probably are like, no, Joe said this, but maybe Joe just was mistaken or lied to them about what he meant. Because like that's messy, you know what I mean? Like if I told Paul like, hey, we have an ad read for Audible this week, or like what are the usual ad reads? Squarespace, Hims, Blue Chew, Traeger Grills, all these companies. If the guys sent me the breakdown of the ad read and it said what the price is on it, I told Paul at the beginning, I'm like, we can do this 50-50. Like I don't mind, because it's something that I think we both are working in, regardless of if I do like the logistics of it, like I edit it and I put it on the internet, whatever. I do that because I want to, and I want you all to see it. But, if we got a brand deal or something that was worth like $1,000, then I'd be like, hey, we got $1,000. Here's your 500. Here's my 500. And it's that simple. I'm working really hard and I'm already making money in other ways. Hence the reason why I don't get too caught up with my views on YouTube or stuff like that anymore. So, if it can help a friend out who I know wants to build up their platform and do their stuff, I don't have a problem with that. Now, hopefully neither of us get a big head, but if it does happen, hopefully we'll check each other. I mean, I go to therapy and I talk about this stuff with my therapist all the time. Paul's a pretty open guy. Gabe is over here getting sleepy, but no worries. Either way.
I forget it's past Gabe's bedtime.
I know. His dumb ass came here. That's your fault. This is why Gabe isn't getting no money. Nah, Gabe.
This is Gabe right now.
Gabe, we're gonna cut Gabe into the 5%.
Not everybody.
We're gonna cut Gabe into the frenemies 5% that goes to production. Do y'all never listen to that podcast, right? Frenemies with Ethan Klein and Trisha Paytas.
Oh no.
Well, I was
about
so
toxic.
It's not that it's toxic. It's just that they're both the types where it's a situation where Ethan had already built up his huge podcasting platform with H3H3, the H3 podcast. He has like a talking H3 After Dark, and then he has like other ideas, like something called like Off the Rails. His thing is that he called Trisha, or he DM'd Trisha because they're like internet friends, and said, "Hey, would you want to do a show with me?" But it just recently imploded after not even just a money issue. It was more just like it felt like more of a respect issue the way that I was watching that episode. But when it did implode, a part of it was just the fact that Ethan was like, yo, like I told you what it was from the beginning, and Trisha kind of wanted to flip it at the end. She was like, well, I thought I would be getting this much and that. And he was like, but you're talent for hire. Like this is a show on my network that I do with you, and I give you 50% of the earnings of said show. I don't give you extra. And she was, she had her issues. She said she wanted to hire out people. He already had a team of people who work cohesively with him. And, it's one of those things where you got to have those conversations at the beginning. And that's usually that. I mean, I would say that's something that I've had plenty of failings at, where I signed the dotted line too early without knowing what I was getting into. I've dealt with that. And you sit there and then you complain because you're like, I didn't know this is what it was going to be. And it's like, well, you didn't read it. You should have read it. So, if we ever get to the point where like past this current offer that we're working with a podcast network, which is very like cut and dry. I actually sent it to my business manager who works on podcast stuff and whatnot, because I have the access to someone like that to check it out. And he even had questions. I was like, oh, it's not like plain and simple. He was like, yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty plain. But he was like, what are these he started asking me questions I didn't think I had to ask. So that's good. I'm glad that like I have someone in my corner like that we can use to help us and hopefully build the equity of what we're currently doing. And I would only say that if it gets to a point where we need to then build out contracts between each other, then we can get to that, because I also have access to that. If Paul needs to go reach out to a lawyer, he can do that too. Like I know Pilar does that with her business right now. It's just that you just have to have these conversations. The only problem to me is when people get into business with their friends and they don't explain what's really happening, or they just kind of like drag them along or say, hey, do you want to do something? And maybe somebody just needs an opportunity and they're like, yeah, I do. I will. I don't care. Like, whatever. But I think everybody deserves to be able to read the fine print, read your contracts. I've been telling Gabe this for years. Knowing how to read your own contracts is a blessing in disguise. You don't want to have to rely on someone else, because at a certain point, someone might take advantage of you and say like, oh yeah, you're going to get, like, that happens to celebrities. It's unfortunate. Like Dane Cook's brother took $15 million from him. That was a thing because he let his brother manage him, and his brother was siphoning off money to the side, and Dane Cook didn't know. And then he finally had an accountant look at his bills, and he said, "You're missing like $15 million, dude." And he was like, "No, I'm not. My brother, he's the one who signs all the things off for me." And he's like, "You and your brother should go have a conversation." and then, you know, but that happens. That's a scary thing. But
can you sue somebody at that point for doing that? Or
yeah, you can sue them, and you can sue the pants off of them. But I don't know. I feel like I've just learned that from being in the business of Gabe Sleepy, being in the entertainment business for so long, and finally getting like a good team around me who works on my more traditional stuff where. For me, yeah, all that stuff is important. So I think like go into business with your friends who you think are ready for that type of opportunity. And if they're not there yet, then maybe just make it some sort of like trial basis type of thing. Like, I don't know. That's how I see it. And I feel like I've rambled long enough, guys. Gabe is getting sleepy. Paul is happy. That was me talking about business stuff. And yeah. All right. With that being said, are we wrapping or?
And that being said, everybody, that was the newest episode of the JD and Paulcast featuring Gabriel Gold, the God artist himself, son of the God body, painter to the stars. And with that being said, everybody, we wish you adieu.
Ooh, sweet. Still doing that?